continuing the video series on Overlord influences, things that have absolute control over your success in diet, exercise, and any kind of habitual lifestyle patterns that you're looking at for health, wellness, that sort of thing. Today's Overlord principle is the Overlord principle of of consistency. You've got to be consistent in what you're doing. There's just no way around it. You could do anything, the greatest thing, the best thing, the most expensive thing, and if it's not consistent, you're getting jack from it. You're getting nothing from it. Because we are constantly, ourselves, our body is like constantly bringing in information and expending it at the same time. I like to use the term body data. We're constantly downloading information into how our bodies should behave and perform with every bite that we take and every rep that we do and every step that we make. Okay? It sounds like a chorus for a song there. But at the same time, the information is also leaving us. Okay? So it's coming in, it's going out. Now, if it's coming in faster than it's going out, we will build up some sort of strengths and behaviors and patterns. But if it's going out faster than it's coming in, we'll lose it. Even if it's the greatest thing in the world. We were talking about frequency earlier. But the beautiful thing about consistency is it gives us a foundation that we can build off of. Some months ago, I went out to California for a buddy's wedding, and we were doing go-kart racing, indoor go-kart track, and it was a pretty fast go-karts. I was really surprised. They weren't little, little putt-putt things. But they time your laps, which I thought was cool, and they give you a printout at the end of your races. And after a couple of races, I noticed I was getting very consistent with my times. It was like 25 seconds and change every single lap. And the instructor who came to me said, "Oh, that's very good that you're that consistent, because now you can start to work on getting faster." And I wasn't the fastest guy there. I was like middle of the pack. But he said, "Now that you're consistent, you can make changes." When we have inconsistency, we have no idea to know if something's working or not. Okay, so you can change something to your diet and you lose weight, and then you gain it, and then you lose it, and you gain it, or you change something in your workout program, and you're up, and you're down, and you're stronger one day, and you're weaker the next day. And who knows, did it work, did it not work? Is it making a difference? Is it worth the cost of it's costing you? There's no way you can know. Because with everything going up and down, maybe it was because I got better sleep. Maybe it was because you're wearing different gloves. Maybe it's because you had a different breakfast. Maybe there's 101 variables and there's no way to know which is working. But when you're more consistent with things, then you can know if something's working. Lots of times when people come to me and they say, "I want to get into diet and exercise," I say, "I don't care what you start off with. I don't care if it's 10 push-ups a day, or if it's 1 push-up a day, or if you eat ice cream every night. I don't care what you do. Just keep doing it. Stay consistent in how much, in the frequency that you're doing it." Because once we get the consistency, then we can work off of it. Had a guy one time say, "I don't want to give up beer." I said, "Good, don't give up beer." I said, "Just drink however you're drinking now. Just let me know how consistent it is." Came back a couple weeks later. I drink on average 2 to 3 beers a night. I said, "Okay, average we'll say 2.5. Drink 2 beers a night." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And that was less because he knew the consistency. Sometimes it was 3. Lost a little bit of weight, was feeling a little bit better. I said, "Okay, now how about 1.5? He brought it down just a little bit more. And I said, "Good, can you maintain that consistency?" He said, "Sure. In fact, I can go to 1 beer a night." We went down. He still was getting results because we knew that the changes we were making were consistent. The changes we were making were an impact because of the consistency he had built beforehand. But if his drinking was up and down and left and right, and I said, "Drink 2 beers a night," we wouldn't know if that was going to work or not. Be consistent in what you do. I don't care what it is. Just be consistent, then make the changes. Don't make 100 random changes if you're not consistent now, because you have no way of knowing what works. So there's your Overlord influence there. Last Overlord influence, the Overlord influence of progression. Very important to understand. Till then, be fit, live free.